When it comes to Boxcutter, modifiers are referred to as start states, and then shape modifiers are referred to as shape modifiers on a different level. So whenever it comes to Boxcutter, you can have one start state operational at a time, which is basically a modifier. However, you can have all of these start states enabled whenever it comes to shape modifiers. So just keep in mind that whenever you're using Boxcutter, you can have multiple shape states active, but when it comes to start states in the terms of modifiers, you can only have one of them active at one time. So here I'll activate array, which means that whenever I draw my box, I'm drawing out an array box. We could press D and go in our helper and adjust our parameters. So even though we can't start with multiple operations, we can do things like press the hotkey of B in order to bevel during this operation. We could press T to solidify, and if we press D, we see that we have multiple operations or modifiers started at the same time for this particular shape that we can go in and edit. So we are able to add them throughout the operation, but when it comes to using them as a start state, you aren't able to add these in rapid succession unless the drawing has already began. However, whenever it comes to your start state, as far as shape modifiers go, you can have all of these active in addition to being able to toggle them in the middle of working. So just keep that in mind and you'll be able to get the most out of your experience. However, the locket icon at the top refers to having no start state, indicating that you're just drawing a pure shape, and then you can go in and do things like, say, add a bevel, go into viewport, start adjusting it, go in and choose to add a Q bevel, reverse bevel, click and apply, and just like that, we've now drawn a bevel shape, but we see that array is still our default state. So if we right click and we press D, we can see that array is listed, and then by clicking the X, we've jumped our start state back to nothing, meaning that whenever we draw a box, we are drawing just a simple box.